What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, What If Karma. So today is the day, December 18th. So yeah, just want to say this is part 1 of What If Female Deku was a royal. So yeah, I'm just gonna explain something before the intro. Okay, guys? First, she will be a warrior princess. Yes, her family is actually, she's cousins with the Todorikis. Endeavor doesn't know. So, I'll explain later after the intro. So, yeah, guys. Just want to say, Rie is actually part the queen's sister, aka Inko. So, yeah. Her name is like Rie. So, Inko actually has a ice quirk in this. Really powerful. And his father, aka Hasashi, or I'll call him I guess Kakashi Kakashi Shish Hisashi is the king, obviously. So their last name will be Kazusha. Inko Kazusha. So yeah. His father's name gonna be his Zashi Kazusha. And this is or should I say Scarlet Kazusha. I'll be mixing up the names, so yeah. So her Inko is the sister of Rie Todoriki. Only Rie knows this, but her family doesn't, because she ran away from her family. So yeah. And I'm just gonna explain her quirk first. Scarlet's quirk, or I call her just Scarlet. So her quirk is called summoning and summoning and ice manipulation. So yeah, her summoning quirk is basically a really good one, but she has to have a contract with the animals that she would summon. And I'm not gonna rule Japan or something. Like, they're not gonna rule Japan, but I'm gonna create a new kind of country for them. It's called the Mystic Land, or Mystica, if you guys would say. So why do I call it Mystica? It's actually, there are actually mystic creatures or quirk creatures in the other parts of the world, but for them it's not actually quirked animals. It's actually mystical legendary beast, or I would call it mystic beast. So yeah, when she was born, she actually was born like this. Just imagine her eyes blue, then red, I guess. So, yeah. She was actually really cheerful when she was born. I skipped when she was racing. So, when she was 3, she saw his father goes to the weapons room. And she sees these kind of swords. Different kinds. And she goes to her papa or her dad. And she said, "Father?" He said, "Oh, Scarlet. I never seen you coming." Sorry, she said, "Sorry. I kind of got curious. What is this place?" This is the weapon, or the armory, I would call it. And yeah, I'll skip when she was 4. She goes and she said that she will be going through the backyard or the garden, but she actually goes out of the castle, the area where the castle is, and she goes to this forest that has literally like different colored trees, the leaves of the trees, and she said, "Whoa." And she sees this. Yes, I'm giving her a kitsune. And she sees a kitsune, and she said, "Wow, what kind of fox is that?" And the kitsune started going to her really slowly. And the kitsune said, "A human?" She said, "It can talk?" The kitsune said, "You can understand me?" And Scarlet scratches her head and she said, "I think so." And the kitsune sniffed her. He said, "You're one of a kind. What's your name?" Said, "Oh, my name is Scarlet Kozusho." He said, "Kozu." And the kitsune bowed. And she said, "Your Majesty." No need to bow. And she sees a contract forming. And the kitsune said, "Ah, your quirk is called summoning. Impressive, Your Majesty." Said, "What? Have you seen this paper floating around?" He said, "Just, I never found my quirk yet. I think it's activated right now." Said, "Congratulations, Your Majesty." He said, "Thank you." She said, "I'm Luna." Okay, so, yeah. And she said, "I would gladly sign the paper or the contract, so you can summon me whenever you want." So, really? I never found my quirk so wonderful. And he said, "Can you please read? There's something interesting in the paper." And Scarlet goes and reads all the paper or the contract. It said, "If you sign this, any kind of creature, you'll have a dimension that you will call the summoning dimension. And when you sign this contract, you will be treated well and loved. If she summons you, she will be able to summon her own kind of weapon and her own kind of armor or something. She can summon you without the armor or the weapon. if she summons you, she will get the abilities of any kind. And you can also defend her and help her. And said, do you really want to sign it? And the kitsune said, or Luna, I would call her, said, of course I would. You're such a sweet girl. And I will be honored to serve in the royal family. And the kitsune, or Luna, I would call it, has different kinds of abilities. Literally, a lot of kinds. Like telekinesis. Fire, water, air, basically the elements. So, I guess so. Even spirit magic. And, yeah. And actually, the kitsune doesn't have all these marks yet. When she contracts Scarlet's, when she signed the contract making a paw print, it basically made all of this marks on Luna. So wait guys, so just imagine this. And she said, whoa. And yeah, I said, so this is my quirk. Thank you, Luna, for signing the contract. And said, it's my pleasure, Your Majesty. No, don't call me that. We're friends now, right? Said, friends? Said, of course. And said, just call me Scarlet. Said, of course, Scarlet. And after a few years, she actually found more friends. Like this one. The Arctic Wolf, or the mystical Arctic Wolf. So I'll call him, I can't make anything up. Kazushi, I think, or something like that. Or Makira. I guess Makira or something. No, I'll make it a boy. How about Kuro, I guess. This is actually one of the legendary animals that, yeah, it's basically a wolf. And yes, a phoenix called Flare, I guess. And last one, all these kinds of dragons, aka the fire dragon, the air dragon, the earth, or something. I guess fire, wind, water, ice, earth, lightning, I guess. Wait, I'll just wind, the lightning, and ice, I guess. Water, fire, wind, lightning, and ice. Fire, water. Wait guys, so I already made the names. For the fire dragon, it will be Flame. The water, aka this guy over here, Aquarius. the wind, aka with the wings, angel wings, is called breeze. The earth, aka this one with the golden, will be Ivy, aka that she can control anything or something. This guy over here with the black, it will be Storm, aka the lightning dragon. And I'm just gonna say, imagine this guy with ice blue scales, I guess, with golden plates, aka Shard. And lastly, the water horse. I just call her Wave, I guess. So, yeah. Whoops. And, like, yeah, guys. He first started to see her cousins, aka Fuyumi, Natsuo, Shoto, and Toya. And when they first gone there, just wanna say, Endeavor still is in the is in Japan because hero work, and yeah, they need a break up from Endeavor, and everyone sees the sister of Inko Kuroshi, or Her Majesty Inko, and they got into a carriage and they said, or a limo, I guess, and they said, Mom, where are we going? And Rie said, we're going to my sisters, my twin sisters' place. And why are we in a white limo? Is Dad here? They said, Rie chuckled and laughed a bit, and they said, no, your father is not here. He said that he will be out in hero work. So we will be here for like 3 months. And he said, 3 months without Dad? Yeah! Yay! They started to said, and the driver said, please quiet down. We'll be arriving to the castle in 10 minutes. Or in 5 minutes. And they said, Nani? Castle? He said, yes. He said, actually, you're all cousins with the royals, aka my sister. And he said, whoa. We have a cousin that is a princess? Does she have a brother? He said, no, she is basically an only child. And he said, what's her quirk? You should know later. And yeah, just want to say she's actually wearing this or something. Just imagine the skirt is not that big. Just imagine where the first wave of the skirt or the first fabric of the skirt and cut it down. So when they see the castle and they said, wait guys, basically this. Just imagine it's a little bit smaller or something. No, it's the same. And when they came in and said, what? Or, nah, I think this one will be good. Yeah, this one. Just imagine there's no people. Just a few. And he said, what the heck? And, wait guys, I have to find Inko in these. And they see her. And she said, and she sees them and she stands up. He said, dear sister, how are you? And she goes and drops her bags and said, Inko? And they both hug. She said, I missed you so much. And yeah, wait guys, I have to find someone. Basically, him, her father. And they still look young. And they said, you must be Rie. I've been hearing about with my wife, said Hisashi. And he said, I'm Hisashi Kuroshi. It's really nice to meet you, sister. Said, this is your... Of course he is. He's... Oh my god, why? Oh my god. And they said, please get our daughter from training. She mostly wants to see her cousins, by the way. And they're 8, I guess. And when she was still training on her swords with her kitsune, obviously. And said, Your Majesty? Said, yes, Laura? I'm just making up these names. It said, your cousins are here. It said, really? And she unsheaths her sword and she goes. And with Luna, after all, her, and she goes. It said, Mother, Father, they're here? And she said, and Rie said, oh my god, dear sister. So, Inko, your daughter is beautiful. And she said, thank you. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. She bows and she said, I'm Scarlet Kuroshu. Kozusho. It's really nice to meet you all. And she said, I'm Rie Todoroki. And to the oldest to youngest, saying, I'm Toya Todoroki. I'm Natsuo. I'm Fuyumi. I'm Shoto. And she goes up to Shoto, so you're my cousin. And it said, and Luna said, Scarlet. And yes, they can understand. No, they can't understand, Luna. Said, Scarlet, where are you? You're too fast. And he said, sorry about that, Luna. And he said, Akitsune? Oh. And she said, oh, you never know about Mystica, did you? And they said, not that, really. We're still new to the place. They said, and she explains, Mystica is a country that we have mystical creatures, but they're only in the mystic forest, by the way. But some of them are here. Basically, unicorns or something. We do have unicorns here. We actually use them, or their help. Sometimes for training, and yes. Said, oh, do you have dragons? It said, yes, we do. But I only have them because my quirk is called Summon. And my other quirk is Ice Manipulation, basically. I said, really? I said, yes. Of course I do. I have basically 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, I only have 10 summonings still. Basically, I already got all of the dragon types, but not the hybrid types. Said, can we see? And she summons all of her dragons. And she said, and yeah, he said, whoa, said, my fire dragon, aka one of my best friends, please stand forward if I call your name. And they all said, of course, Scarlet. It said, Flame, they see him, Aquarius, her, Breeze, him, obviously, Ivy, her, Storm, him, and Shard, him. So, and he said, wow, I've introduced some of my dragons to you. Can you please demonstrate your quirks, please? I want to know them. And they explains what their quirks are. And yeah, he said, really interesting. Especially for you, cousin. Shadow. He said, just call me Shadow. Of course, Shadow. Mother, father, can I get them to their rooms, please? He said, of course. So they got them to their rooms and they said, oh, if you need me, I'll be outside. If you don't know where's the outside of the castle or the backyard of the castle, just please ask the maids. Said, okay, said Shadow. And she said, well, I'm off. See you after a few hours, I guess? After a few minutes, if you're done changing, I guess. Or if you would like to rest because of your trip. I said, I'm not tired that much. But I'll just have a snack, I guess. And she said, what would you like? Cold soba? Oh, you like cold soba, don't you? And she said, can you bring my cousin cold soba, please? I said, of course, your majesty. It will be right away in a few minutes. I said, thank you. I said, your soba will be here in a few minutes, Shadow. Okay? I said, okay. So, yeah. I'll just skip for, like when she's 10. Shadow, just want to say Endeavor, she got his scar when she was, did I say she was 8? Like she was 9. Like he was 9. But the last time he visits, before the scar corrupted. And yeah. And she said, Mom, Mother, Father, why aren't they coming back? But I just want to say, Dobby actually ran away. And he goes to his auntie. And he said, Auntie, said, it's me, Toya. He said, Toya? And Izumi said, Toya, what happened? Dad pushed me so much, so I have my scars. He said, I'll help with that. He said, Luna, I summon you. He said, Luna, can you heal him? He said, yes. If I heal him, his skin will be more durable to his flames. Said, really? Said, of course. You can stay. He said, how does this happen, Toya? Said, my dad. He pushed me so much. Said, Endeavor. And she actually got a grudge from Angie. He said, if I go to Japan, and I will crush him. And he said, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's okay, cuz. How about Shadow? Natsuo? Fuyumi? Auntie? He said, Mom got crazy because of that. She's in a mental hospital. Inko said, what? What? I said, yeah. I said, Mom, please calm down. I think she doesn't want to be with Uncle Angie anymore. I said, please calm down. Mom. I said, okay, sweetie. And I said, how about Shadow? When Mom gone to the mental hospital, said, yeah. Shadow got a huge burn on his face in his fireside. And he doesn't want to use his fireside anymore because of... You can call him Angie, but cousin, said Angie. You can stay... I don't know where I can stay. Said, you can stay here whenever you like, cousin. But if you want to, you can be a royal guard. If you want to. I said, really? I said, of course you can. You're always welcome here. So, yeah. Just want to say, she gets a lot of grudge to Angie Todoroki, or Endeavor. And her animals got a grudge too. Because they're actually friends with Toya, Fuyumi, and Natsuo. And he said to her, to Kuro? I know I put, yeah, Kuro. He said, Kuro. He said, come on, let's train. And he said, no, and just want to say Dobby is 14. Or, like, yeah, I'm gonna put it in high school. Still. Said, I want to be a hero. I said, really? Can I? I said, and said, of course. You'll be recommended, right? I'm gonna recommend you. Or my mother and father will do. I said, no. I wanna be with my own power. He said, but... He said, but what? Everyone that's gonna be a hero that has their own partner. I said, what do you mean? If you wanna be a hero, cousin, you have to find a partner first. I said, what do you mean a partner? Basically, one of the mythical beasts, obviously. Really? Of course. All the heroes have one. Except for the villains, obviously. There's only a few villains here. But they don't even have mythic beasts. Because only the mythic beasts can only be with good people. So that's why. I said, really? I said, of course. So they go to the mythical forest and they see a salamander and it goes towards Toya and it wasn't angry. He's sniffing Toya and he became blue, actually. I said, what? Oh, I guess you already have one. I said, and I said, you want to be my partner? And the salamander actually nods. Yes, he wants to. And just want to say this salamander is like a dragon or something. Like a wyvern. And it's actually a fire wyvern. Is that? And yeah. If they just want to say, there's something that if people has a mythic beast, actually will get a special bond or a special item that can store them or like make them bigger or smaller. And actually Dobby got a bracelet, a lava stone bracelet, and his salamander shrunk and goes to his, or his wyvern shrunk and goes to his shoulder, and he calls him Crema. Yeah, Crema. So yeah, and I think I'm gonna end the video. No, not yet. I think I'm gonna put it in 40 minutes. So yeah, Dobby became the hero, aka the salamander hero. So everyone heard about it. Everyone in the whole world knows about the salamander. And he's actually in the top 10, aka the number 6th place. And he's still single. I'm gonna make the ship for him with Hawks. Why? Because I want to. Actually, I do ship Hawks and Dobby. Not Shigaraki and Dobby. Sheesh. That would be disgusting. So, yeah. When he's actually moved out of the castle. And Scarlet actually visits him. And just want to say, Hawks goes to the Mystica, or like the Mystica country. And everyone started saying, just want to say I'm making Hawks a girl in this. It said, oh my god. Everyone started fangirling that it's Hawks, the number 3 hero. And it said, and they see Her Majesty, or the princess, with the salamander, aka they already know who this is, Toya, but they don't know what's his last name. So, and Hawks, or I know what Hawk's name, so I'm gonna call her Kiara. And she sees everyone bowing down to this girl with white hair and blue eyes. Just imagine that is blue eyes, not red. And he said, it's an honor to see you again, Your Majesty. And she said, no need to bow, everyone. I'm just gonna see the new hero that is here. And Hawks bowed, said, Your Majesty, it's really nice to meet you. Said, I am Kiara. I'm the number 3 hero in Japan. Said, it's really nice to meet you, Kiara. Please stand up. And when Toya and Kiara lock into eyes, and love at first sight, I guess. And she said, if you're a hero here, but you don't have a mystic beast, and everyone in the whole city has a mystic beast, but not like wyverns or something like that. Like they only have cats, snakes or something like that. Wolves, birds that are not that powerful. Or they're still mystical. So yeah. Or mythical. And she said, if you want to, let's get your own mystic beast. Said, really? How many mystic beasts do you have, Your Majesty? Basically 10. Said, that's amazing, Your Majesty. Said, it's basically my quirk. I still need to find more mystic beasts for my friends. And I'm still gonna be the ruler of my country after all. Kiera. So, yeah. They go to the mystic forest, and when they go to the mountains, they see a griffin. And just want to say, guys, I forgot to tell you this, but she has a griffin. I'll call her Rena, or Rena or something like that, or yeah, Rena, I guess. And he said, and whoops, she saw this griffin all of a sudden with red wings, a lion body, a lion tail, and a bird's head. And when they actually, the wings doesn't have the wings are still brown, but when they locked into eyes, when Kiera, aka Hawks, locked into eyes with the griffin, its wings started to change. And Kiera said, what? Why is that creature's wings started to change? And they both looked over and said, I guess your mystic beast is now here. Said, my mystic beast? So, of course. This is a griffin. And go to it. It won't hurt you. When she first saw you, he first saw you. I guess you're bound to be together, bound to be friends and partners. Said, really? And go up to him. And he sees his wings that has the same ability as Hawks. And he said, it has... Yes, it does. If you have a mystic beast and has a really, really strong bond, it will have your quirk. I said, but how about your mystic beast? I get my mystic beast power if I summon them. Even get their armor. So, yeah. And your mystic beast is one of a kind, like mine. And she summons her griffin, aka Rena, and it said, this is my griffin, Rena. And she said, she's bigger than the normal griffins? It said, yes, she is. She's really, really special. So, I mean, she has 11, basically. So, and yeah. So Hawks got a griffin, and she's still 10 in this. So after a few months, Dobby, or like, yeah, Kiera and Toya started dating, and they officially became a couple. So just want to say, his brother Toya wanted to go to Japan, and yeah, so they go to Japan, and she's still Scarlet still needs to do her training. So yeah, I guess I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll put this in the end. I'm gonna make another video just for you guys because tomorrow there's gonna be a blackout and I can't make any videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to Anime Utopia. It's a joint channel between me and other YouTubers. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Don't forget to post notifications, share to your friends if they're also a What If lover. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again in the next part. See ya!